Look, I don't know about you, but I'm old school when it comes to what creates change in your life for the better. Things are hard. And when something is simple and seems too good to be true, it often is. And that's how I feel about Ozempic and all these drugs that people are taking to get them off of any kind of weight that they have, and now maybe any type of addiction. That's what they're now saying. Let's bring in NewsNation medical contributor Dr. Dave Montgomery, but that's why I need a doctor like you. So Ozempic, the latest development here, I just want to tick through some things from people and get your MD on it, Doc, and thank you for joining us. First one is that Pfizer says, we got a pill. Now, that would be huge because Ozempic, people have to give themselves a subcutaneous shot. They got to give themselves a little needle. Do you believe that Pfizer has a pill, and would a pill be as effective as a shot?
Yeah, well, it turns out they just released the data for public consumption. It was out last year. And there is a pill, and you hit it right on the head again, Chris. To take away the injection part that many people have an aversion to will make this much more popular. Get this, I looked at this. There's a projection that in the next 3 years, this is going to be a $60 to $90 billion sort of industry, this stuff alone.
Oh, of course. You give me an easy way to lose weight. I mean, that always works in America. And that's why people always wind up in your office trying to figure out how to undo what they thought they magically just did. Number two, it's not only good for your food cravings, it's good for any cravings. And it can help you with addiction, whether it's smoking or drugs or anything. Do you buy that? And if so, how would that even be possible?
Yeah, no, this is the fascinating part, Chris. I do want people to listen to this. And just so you know, the research behind this is a decade in the making. I was reading something from 2017 just about this. The same area in our reward center that responds to foods like sweet foods, potato chips for me, is the same area of reward for people who get addictions, drugs, alcohol, nicotine, for example. And this has been known for a little while that same GLP, this compound that we're talking about, has little areas that we call receptors, or just docking stations. When the body naturally has a docking station, it uses that mechanism. So this is very plausible to the physiologists and the researchers, and it should be leveraged. I think if we can use this, there are many drugs that we've seen in history that were designed for one thing and now are used for another, right? Warfarin was a rat poison. Viagra was a heart drug. It's not a heart drug anymore. So I think this is something that's very intriguing. We should keep our eye on this one.
Third point. That people are so intrigued that you can't find this stuff. So now pharmacies are selling substitutes that the FDA has not said are substitutes. One, how is that okay? And two, should people stay away?
Yeah, that's not okay at all. I tell everybody, do not use this substance without a prescription, and do not get it from anywhere other than the United States under the full force of the FDA. At this point, we don't know what's in that stuff. Now, compounding pharmacies play an important role, Chris, and we don't want to malign the compounding pharmacies, who this is sort of about. But Novo Nordisk, which is the Danish company that makes Wegovy and Ozempic, has said, we have not supplied the patent, the molecule composition for compounding. So you have to ask yourself, what is it? What's in there? And you can't know what that is at home. You don't know what that stuff is. There's a lot of things that seem like they're benign that aren't benign. Remember the whole vaping thing with vitamin E acetate. Sounds benign, it's vitamin E. No, it was killing people. So I don't want people to go outside of the FDA regulation on this one. I want you to stick to it. There is no emergency to get this medicine. This is not an emergency medicine.
Hey, thank you for watching. Please go to newsnationnow.com, newsnationnow.com, and you can find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button down below. Then you will get more of NewsNation's fact-driven coverage.